Hello, readers. Welcome to another session of Dr. Birdy Books. Today, we'll be reading Joe Sees. Joe sees a ball. It is Birdy's ball. Can Joe play with Birdy's ball? Yes, Joe can play with Birdy's ball. Joe sees a castle. It is Jolie's castle. Can Joe play with Jolie's castle? Yes, Joe can play with Jolie's castle. Joe sees cake. It is Mom's cake. Can Joe eat Mom's cake? No. Mom can eat her cake. And Mom can share. Joe sees. Now it's time for questions. Look at this page. What did Joe see here? Look at this page. How did Birdy and Joe play with the ball? Look at this page. What kind of game do you think Joe and Jolie played? Look at this page. What did Joe want to do with Mom's cake? Look at this page. How did Joe finally get some of Mom's cake? Roy G. Biv, Book 2. Hope you read Book 1. Roy G. Biv had a way with creatures. He always seemed to have the perfect ball. Any balls for my seals? Asked Mary. Sure, said Roy G. Biv. A beach ball. Any balls for Cat Birdy? Asked Birdy. How about a ball of yarn? Said Roy G. Biv. Anything for our dog? Said Joe and Jolie. How about a game of fetch with the doggy ball? Said Roy. How about for our alien friends? Said Trendy and Wiggy. Roy G. Biv paused. Everyone watched. "How about a wishing ball?" said Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv had a way with creatures. Roy G. Biv. Book 2. Now it's time for questions. Look at this page. What does Roy G. Biv have in his bag? Look at this page. Why did Roy G. Biv throw a ball? Look at this page. What did Roy G. Biv do? Why did he pause? Look at these pages. What kind of ball did Roy G. Biv have for the alien friends? What do you think the alien friends wished for? Why? Flying witches. Today, announced Roy G. Biv with a mischievous grin, I'm going to show you something truly magical. Flying witches. Perplexed, Rocket Bear raised her hand. Flying witches? What on earth are those? Roy G. Biv chuckled sheepishly, realizing his mistake. Oops, I meant to say flying sandwiches, he corrected himself. Today I'll be teaching you how to make flying peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Birdy, eager to learn, then raised his hand. I know what a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is, but how exactly does one fly? He inquired. With a twinkle in his eye, Roy G. Biv reached into his bag and retrieved a mysterious, crumbly-looking ball. "Allow me to demonstrate," he said confidently. "First, we start with bread," Roy G. Biv explained, tossing the ball into the air. Suddenly, the ball burst open, unleashing a shower of bread slices that floated gracefully down to each child. "Now, we need peanut butter and jelly," Roy G. Biv continued, retrieving another ball from his bag. With a flick of his wrist, he sent the ball soaring into the sky. In a dazzling display, individual packets of peanut butter and jelly materialized, descending gently into the hands of the eager children. "Now for the finishing touch," Roy G. Biv declared, rummaging in his bag once more. "We'll need knives to spread everything on." Just as he spoke, Trendy's eyes widened in alarm. "Quick, everyone, Run before the knives rain down on us! He cried, prompting the children to scatter. Roy G. Biv chuckled at the misunderstanding. No need to panic, he called out. I'm just handing out plastic knives. I won't be having them rain down on you. With the children calm again, Roy G. Biv proceeded to distribute the knives, instructing the children to spread peanut butter and jelly onto the bread slices. And now for the grand finale, Roy G. Biv announced theatrically, tossing up one final ball. Bread plates! As the ball burst open, rows of bread blades materialized, attaching themselves to the sandwiches. Yummy, yummy in the tummy, smiled Roy G. Biv. The children marveled as their sandwiches helicoptered towards their eager mouths. With a satisfied grin, Roy G. Biv exclaimed, "And those, my friends, are flying witches. I mean, flying peanut butter and jelly sandwiches." Flying witches. And now it's time for some questions. Look at these pages. What is Roy G. Biv going to teach the children? Look at this page. Where did the bread come from? Look at these pages. Why did everyone run? How did Roy G. Biv give everyone knives? Look at this page. How did Roy G. Biv make flying peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? I win. You know how Jolie always wins at hide and seek, said Mary. Yeah, said Thunder Bear. It's no fair. Well, I have a plan, smiled Mary as she handed out cans of paint. She gave everyone some paintbrushes and told them the plan. Do you want to play hide and seek, Jolie? They asked. Sure, said Jolie. She closed her eyes and counted to 10. Everyone scattered. Jolie looked in the kitchen for Stormy Bear. She couldn't find him. Can you find Stormy Bear? Jolie looked in the living room for Joe. She couldn't find him. Can you find Joe? Jolie looked in the playroom for Mary. She couldn't find her. Can you find Mary? Jolie looked in the study for Rocket Bear and Thunder Bear. She couldn't find them. Can you find Rocket Bear and Thunder Bear? Jolie looked and looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. I don't want to hide anymore, said Rocket Bear. Yeah, this game is not fun anymore, added Thunder Bear. Everyone agreed. They all came out of hiding, washed up, and went to find Jolie. Found you, said Jolie's voice. I win again. Wanna play again? Asked her voice. Run before she wins again, shouted Mary. I win. And now it's time for some questions. Look at this page. Can you find Stormy Bear? How did you know he was there? Look at this page. Can you find Rocket Bear and Thunder Bear? How did you know where they were? Look at this page. What idea did Jolie get? Why? Look at these pages. Why did everyone come out of hiding? Who won the game of hide and seek in the end? Help! What was that sound? Asked Birdy. Help! I'm drowning in this vast ocean! Screamed Rocket Bear. Birdy climbed out of his boat to go help. Did I hear someone screaming for help? Asked Birdy. Yes, it was me! Help me! I can't swim! Said Rocket Bear. Why don't you just stand up and walk on water, like me? Asked Birdy. Are you sure people can walk on water like this? Asked Rocket Bear. Actually, said Birdy, now that I think about it... Help! Screamed Rocket Bear. Help! Screamed Birdy. A fish heard the screams for help. Maybe I'll help, he thought. Why don't you two just walk on water Like me? Asked the fish. Are you sure fish can walk on water? Asked Rocket Bear. Actually, said the fish, now that I think about it, help! Screamed Rocket Bear. Help! Screamed Birdy. Help! Screamed the fish. Wait, said the fish. I can swim. And he did. Help! Now it's time for questions. Look at this page. Why was Rocket Bear screaming for help? Look at this page. Why did Rocket Bear and Birdy fall into the water? Look at this page. Do you think this page is a little bit silly? Why? Look at these pages. How was the fish able to help Rocket Bear and Birdy in the end? That's it, boys and girls. You were amazing readers. Be sure to visit drbirdiebooks.com for more exciting books. Join us next time.